Emotions in this game. Just take me through, you come out there to a chorus of boos and you walk off with the game winner.
Well, just proud of our guys. It's very similar to our game in Reno. It was just, I thought both teams played hard, both teams played well, and we were fortunate that we got the ball twice in the last 50 seconds. We scored, they scored, and we scored. And Keenan did a good enough job of making the basket to where it rolled around the rim for a while to where only a .1 was left. So I thought both teams, just like Reno, played really hard, a great college basketball game, but I felt like we left one in Vegas, and we're one up on everybody at home because we haven't lost yet. But I thought we took a step back because of that game, and so we needed to prove ourselves on the road. And to get a win in the pit, anytime you can win in this building, you've proven yourself. And I think our guys can carry a lot of confidence. And now we got to validate on Friday. We got a huge game on Friday, another sellout. It should be an electric Lawler Event Center on Friday, and these guys are just fun to watch. They're fun to coach. I'm blessed to coach them, and they just made big play after big play, and very proud of them.
I know Keenan tells us all the time in these moments, he's from Florida, that's why he does it in the last minute. What is it through your eyes that just he does what he does late?
Well, there's a good connection with the staff and Keenan. There's a lot of trust, and there's a lot of trust within his teammates. And when we were discussing what we wanted to run in that last play with 15 seconds to go, Keenan basically told us no, and just to go to our Fist Ghost Pack series to where, and Jared was open. Jared was actually wide open, but Keenan wanted this one, and you got to give him credit because he missed one free throw, made one, to want that at the end, and he was in foul trouble most of the night. But you go back to last year of missing that shot against Boise in the conference tournament, and what he's done from that point on in late game is pretty astonishing. And he's a go-to guy for sure, and proud of him, happy for him. But we got a lot of good play out of everybody today. I thought our bench was terrific. Our bench really gave us a huge lift in both halves, in particular the first half, but both halves, because we didn't get to the line. I think we got beat like 24-8 at the free throw line. So you get beat that bad at the free throw line on the road, it usually doesn't equal a win. So our guys had to do a lot of good things.
Seems like Jared played up for this one. Just how much of an asset is he continuing to become for you?
Well, he can score it. He can really shoot it. He's done a really good job of watching film. He really breaks it down, and he's learning. He's growing. He's one of those guys that I think he's been in double figures, if not every game, almost every game, probably every game. Just come off Player of the Week, and now he's got a good start to Player of the Week again. But he studies it. He studies film. His cutting now is so much better than what it was a month ago. And I thought today he took shots that were on balance. And when he does that, there's very few people in the country that shoot the ball any better than he does. And he's in a good rhythm right now. Our guys are screening for him. We're finding him. We're sharing it. I don't think we had a high turnover game. I just thought we did a lot of good things in a great environment. This environment's as good as it gets in college basketball. And you get a win in here, the top teams are going to have to do something in here because this is not easy to win, and we're glad we got one.
On the note of the environment, your team doesn't have a ton of pit experience.
Zero
pit experience.
And one player that's played in here.
And you have a very intimate history, obviously, with this building. Was there a way that you kind of prepared them, knowing that it was going to be full of kind of a charged emotion?
Yeah, I mean, I can only do so much. I can tell them what it's like, because I was here for 6 years, and it's a special place. I've said it. Not only is it a special fan base in here at games, it's a special arena. The pit's special to me. I just think it's one of the neatest venues in college basketball. Dating all the way back to Valvano winning in here, and it's just it's a special place. And I came here when I was at Iowa to watch Coach Knight play in the Sweet 16, not even dreaming that I'd be coaching here. And I went from Iowa to here the following year, and then just tried to build it, and we had a lot of fun through 6 years with a lot of sellouts, and I think Coach Pitino's doing a phenomenal job, and they've got a very good team, and that crowd was back. So you just try to tell your team, and more than really what the pit was going to be about, we need to prove ourselves. I think we're being called out across the league on, proving ourselves away from home, and I don't know if that's necessarily the case. We've won 3 road games now in league, and we're above 500 on natural road games. So our guys have done that. I think we kind of get that because we haven't lost at home. and we're protecting home, and we got to do that again on Friday. We always talk about if we win on Tuesday, we got to validate it on the weekend, and that's how big Fresno is.
With that said, you guys were 0-5 on the road against top 100 net teams coming into this. So what changed tonight? What allowed you to leave?
Well, one there's a lot of teams that are going to go 0-4 top 100 net teams. I mean, that's why you're a top 100 net team. Anybody that's played us, they've gone 0-2 in Lawler, and we're a top 50 net. So it's hard winning on the road. It's just, you saw how hard that was. It's not easy. And our other losses have been Boise, San Diego State, Vegas. Those aren't easy. Those aren't easy road games. So, to get this one, now we got a road win, and now we've got 3 left on the road that are going to be crucial road games. But Fresno's our main objective. We haven't seen them yet, and they're well coached, they're well drilled, they're disciplined, they're hard to play against. So we know we're going to have our hands full on Friday, and we're going to enjoy this all the way back to Reno. And when we meet tomorrow, it's our intention to be to Fresno.
Coach, when you look at a game like this, the win, and just how tight the conference is, I mean, what does that say about the Mountain West right now in this year?
Well, it's huge because we put another of the 5 teams, we put another game between us and New Mexico. So it's huge right now. There's still a lot of season left. We're only 3 games in now to the second half of the season. So there's still 3 huge weeks left. But this, I hope our guys can gain confidence, because there's been a lot of talk about we haven't won on the road in a while, and we didn't just win on the road, we won in a pit. And hopefully they can get a lot of confidence out of it. And we're playing well, and they're together, they're unselfish. We got a phenomenal locker room, and we got to get back. We'll get back tonight, get in class tomorrow, and we'll meet them late in the afternoon tomorrow and start planning for Fresno.
When you walked out to the booths, you had seen kind of an atmosphere like this back in 2020, but now coming back, there hadn't been a game with kind of those stakes that there were tonight. You kind of had a visibly noticeable smile walking out.
There were big stakes in my first year here, because we finished second in the league. Mm-hmm. So my first year here, we had big stakes. This was a huge road game for us, and we made it that. Jalen Harris went crazy, and we got us a big win in here. I understand it. I was at least part of the creation of the pride that is here, and that's what I love my time here. It's a prideful fan base that just love their Lobos, and I had the good fortune. I was blessed to be a part of that for 6 years, and I thought we built something. I noticed the pregame video talked about we are New Mexico. Well, that happened at Texas A&M. That came out of the Texas A&M game. So, I was a part of that. And it's not like, I know I've got enough friends here that there's appreciation of what we did and what we created here. It was the best run academically through 6 years. It was the best run APR-wise. It was the best run of titles in a 6-year period. So we know we did. I love my former players. I had so many former players and managers and coaches that came to shoot around. I know how special this is, and they appreciate that. But I also know this fan base is a prideful base, and I left. So, I expect to be booed. I understand that. But I think deep down, hopefully there's an appreciation of just what we were able to accomplish here. This is my 100th game in the pit, and I'm very blessed that I've been able to, coach 100 games in a building like this. It's very special.
Daniel Foster had some unsung
big
hero
time.
type plays.
Daniel was terrific off the bench. He gave us a huge lift. I thought he was aggressive driving the ball. He was defending well. He rebounds. I thought, and obviously Jared was huge. Keenan was huge. But if I had to single one guy, I thought Darian Williams was as big as key as anybody. And you're talking about a freshman playing in the pit for the first time. The way he defended, the way he rebounded, the way he drove it, scored it. I just thought Darian had a huge game for us.
Congrats, Coach.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you,
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.